Welcome to another Season 27 Diablo video. Today we're talking about what you should upgrade at the start of a season with your Challenge Rift cash. If you don't know what we're talking about, TLDR is the Challenge Rift resets on Monday. The seasons typically start on Friday. So if you don't do your Challenge Rift till the season is active, you get to claim this bad boy right here. A beautiful, voluptuous care package of our own. A nice way to get our season started with a bang, you might say. So with this, we're able to upgrade our professions, have gold to buy stuff from the vendor, obviously re-roll some things, cube a thing or two. So you get a lot of wiggle room, and it makes it really fun, in my opinion. It adds some RNG elements. You can roll blood shards and do weapon upgrades. And those are the two main things we're talking about in this video, is what to spend, with all these juicy mats. I am going to include a full graphic at the end so you don't have to remember what I'm saying in the video. It's going to have like leveling skills and tips and tricks on there. It's like a whole leveling sheet, and I'll show you at the end. So if I could just get a quick like on the video, that would help me out tremendously. Also, ring that bell notification. Remember, whatever I recommend is just my opinion. There's lots of ways to go about it. Or Demon Hunter at level 1. If you're on hardcore and you're nervous, it's your first time, feel free to roll for bracers. Now they're not going to do much for you, but they will basically keep you alive until we get chakram later to carry us to 70. But what I would do is wait till level 34 and roll quivers, as there's some nice options. You can get a Siri quiver with 600% multiplier to Hungering Arrow, Spines of Seething Hatred, chakram turns into a generator, Sin Seekers, Holy Point Shot for Impale, which can tie into the later recommendation. Fletcher's Pride is trash. The Duffel, Bola has a multiplier, and Bombarder's Rucksack has a multiplier. So they got some chunky multipliers. So all you got to do is get to Chakram. Chakram will carry you till you get one of these quivers. If you don't get any of these quivers, Chakram's great. So Demon Hunter has a good option there. For your Hope of Cain upgrade, feel free to upgrade bows if you want to just kind of YOLO and go for something crazy like Yang's Recurve. But obviously, Dagger is going to be the safer option, as there's only two options available, the Carlisle's Point or the Greenstone Fan. The Greenstone Fan, you just absolutely obliterate everything with Fan of Knives. You can even use the Fire Rune to turn it into a generator, or I'm sorry, a spender, so you can use it more often. And then Carlisle's Point hits like a truck, but you have to worry about resource a lot. But they're both really strong multipliers, and you can't go wrong with DH. DH has a good option for leveling. For Barbarian, now this is the season of Hoda, right? So I would definitely go for bracers to try to get Seismic Slam bracers or Hammer of the Ancient bracers. There's only two possible bracers, so if you get a legendary, it's not guaranteed, but if you get a legendary, it's going to be one of these bad boys. Now, if you get one right away, feel free to start rolling rings. Feel free to go for Pox Falls. I love Pox Falls as a default on every character, especially hardcore. You get surrounded and now you have a 500% weapon damage dot on your target, right? This is really amazing stuff. For Barb's weapon upgrade, I like to go for Two-Handed Mighty Weapon. I just think that there's some fat items here, and a lot of the stuff we're gonna need later. For instance, the Hoda weapon to go with the bracers, so if you land both of those together, you're just gonna be just chonking on T6 early, right? This is really powerful. And there's some other goodies here that could help you out along the way. I mean, even the IK weapon could help you at 70, right? Or Wizard, if you play on hardcore again, go for those bracers right here. Ashnagar's Blood Bracers will give you a nice shield. It pairs with the Galvanizing Ward passive. Again, you can go for Pox also, big fan. I'm not a fan of, so I would go for these two, Ashnagar's and Pox Falls. Wizard doesn't have a lot of good options, but you are incredibly powerful. Like, they have a damage passive early, their Disintegrate, their Ray of Frost hits really hard, low resource drainage. A lot of people might recommend Winter's Flurry, but you don't even get Hydra and Blizzard to like level 28, so they're not gonna really help you out from like 1 to 28. And then level 40, hopefully you get your level 70 weapon. So that's like, I don't particularly like. There's so much of a setup. They have to have Blizzard. You have to have Hydras in the Blizzard, and you have to be affected by it or whatever. It's just too much of a setup, and you don't even get it for a long ass time. So for your weapon upgrade for Wizard, I would just go wands. There's some crazy bangers you can get in here that can definitely help you out, like the Spectral Blade wand, the Fragment of Destiny for generators, the Hydra, Unstable Scepter for Arcane Orb, Explosive Blast Wand. So hopefully you land one of those. For Witch Doctor Blood Shards, Witch Doctor doesn't need anything. You really don't even need to spend here. You can even wait till 70. But if you were asking me what to spend, the Mojo, you get the Gazing Demise at level 1. It has a fat multiplier on here, and you could literally go to Torments like as soon as you get Spirit Barrage. Just check the website, it's level 17. So at level 17, you can use Spirit Barrage, and then you would just be like a major ass kicker at that point. So that's pretty much the strongest option, and it hits really, really hard, right? This is really good. You can even use it at level 70 as like a lawn Spirit Barrage. If you are playing like a pet build and you know you want to go for a pet build, you have a 1 in 8 chance to get Mask of Jaram at level 34. So feel free to wait till 34, roll your blood shards. Like I said, you don't need them. Witch Doctor can just haunt, use their pets to kill everything to massacre bonus all the way to 70. So yeah, Mask of Jaram is good. And you can also get some other multipliers along the way that you see. For the Witch Doctor weapon upgrade, I like to go for ceremonial daggers, as you can get a lot of things like the 2 Spirit Barrage weapons are in here. You can get the Sacred Harvester, Dagger of Darts is pretty good. So there's some nice things built in here that hopefully you can land on the way. An alternative would be you go for spears. You can get the Scrimshaw, which is the zombie charger item. Now this is super strong. The only problem is you literally have to just stop and cast zombie bears, and without the mojo that goes with it, it's only kind of lackluster. For a monk at level 1, I would go for those crudest, rudest boots. Where are boots on here? Just like that, the crudest boots. They have a 200% multiplier to Mystic Ally. So as soon as you get Ally, use it. As soon as you get Water Ally, use it all the way. Ride the wave to 70. You'll be crushing it, kicking ass. So pretty good, man. It's going to be a blue summer here. These are really powerful if you get this. If you get bad luck and you get Rivera Dancers, at least it's still a 300% multiplier to Lashing Tail Kick. That's pretty good. If you get the crudest boots right away and you want to know what else to roll, you know me, man. I'm going to go for those Pox Faults to get a fat multiplier, or just save it till 70, you know, save it and then you can roll some level 70 items, because this is all you need right here. For the 70 weapon upgrade, you know me, if there's a theme here, I like to just go for it, because this could change your whole season, right? You can get some sick like Cairo Blade right away, you know, Wan Kim Lao, Vengeful Wind. Because if you go for Sun Wukong before you get your Lon set, right, or Lod set, Vengeful Wind, Fist of Az, Exploding Palm multiplier. There's some sick multipliers here, and yeah, I would just go for the gusto. You know, like a lot of these, I'm just like, just go for it, because the blood shards are pretty much going to be your guaranteed multiplier. So yeah, this is just all gravy. Like you can get the Scarbringer to pair with the Lashing Tail Kick boots, and then you're leveling with like just insane LTK damage. For level 1 Crusader, you got to go for shields. There's 2 possible outcomes. The Guard of Johanna, which buffs hammers, which is great to use while leveling, by the way. Hammers are a low cost spender that hit really hard, especially once you get the Limitless rune. And then Denial pairs with Roland, which is the Hadrig's gift this season. So it's a nice kind of synergy there. So both of them are good. You can even roll till you get both and see what you like the most. For your weapon upgrade, I would go for a 2-handed flail. These are the options all right here. There are some good ones. Like I said, a lot of things pair with the Hadrig's gift. So the Golden Flint's is going to give you sweep attack damage. So you can have both sweep attack weapons, and you can have the Roland set like very early on. And it's just really, really powerful, right? So that's what I would go for. But you can make a case if you go for one-headed flail, you get the Dark Light. That's the Fist of Heaven's damage. And that's what you use for the speed build. That's really incredible, right? And there's some other good things in here. So whichever one you choose, it's just about RNG if they're gonna bless you or not, right? And finally for Necromancer, I would go for the gloves. Everybody that plays Necro knows this is the way, okay? You get 200% multiplier, stacking up to 5 times for Corpse Explosion. So all you gotta be thinking is, how can I create corpse with my abilities? And then every time you kill even like a little bug on the map, a little trash bug, you get a corpse, and then that's gonna give you huge damage from Corpse Explosion. Corpse Explosion has like 1,000% multiplier plus 200% damage up to 5 stacks. You can use this all the way for leveling. It's incredible. You know, there's so many ways to create corpses with molting, with your blood rush. Your golem can create corpses for you. There's a lot of different things. And then you can go Lod Corpse Explosion right after that. Okay, and then obviously the weapon upgrades we're gonna get into next. So let's just get into that. So go gloves, you won't regret it. If you have leftover blood shards, go for those Pox Faults, because you know what a Pox Fault's gonna do? It's gonna give you AoE damage, it's gonna create corpses for you, and then you just basically just walk into mobs, then there's a corpse, and then boom, you blow up. For the upgrade, I like to go for 2-handed scythes, as each one has a multiplier on it. they cap the Blood Tide Blade to 25 enemies, but it still hits really hard. It's definitely strong enough for you to create corpses. So you get like 400% multiplier times the amount of enemies around you. So it's like, this is the way to go. This is the one, this is the winner right here. But obviously Relena's is great. Nayer's just go poison, corpse explosion. And if you get this one, Maltorius, Bone Spear now cost essence. You can still use this to then create corpses, right, for your corpse explosion. So all these are really good. You can't make a mistake. That's what makes Necromancers one of the fastest levelers, especially just jumping into rifts. You can just blast like T3 rifts, especially on softcore if you don't care about dying, right? Really, really powerful stuff, since it's like a guaranteed multiplier here, where like the other classes have like 7 or 8 options and only half of them are good. Necromancer has 4 viable options. So here is my level, or my seasonal graphic, I guess. I updated a few things here. I put the pumpkin because you know the season's gonna carry on till Halloween, which is my favorite holiday, if you guys don't know. So we have leveling tips on the left side. It's pretty much just like a quick thing to remember. Like, you know, the Sage set is auto learned at 70. You know, you have complete the challenge of all that kind of stuff, just to give you an idea. For solo, you want to massacre in the Temple of the Firstborn. That's in Act 2, by the way, till 70. And for group, I just run rifts. Like I said in the video, there's clearly things that you could do that are sweatier and more efficient. This is just what I recommend. T11, you have a 90% chance to get 2 DBs on an elite. So if you're like on T10, it's going pretty well, you might want to consider bumping it up, because then you get a higher chance at DBs. Or if you're trying to go for a Ring of Royal Grandeur, right? Wait till T6. At T6, you get a 100% chance to get a bounty item. And if you wait till T13, you get a 100% chance to get 2 bounty items. So every time you're running Act 1, you're getting 2 chances at that Ring of Royal Grandeur. There's only like 5 total options. So you can see like waiting till T13 to go for that ring is way better than like if you run on T1, it's like a 10% chance to get a single item. So just wait. Nobody needs their Ring of Royal Grandeur right away. And then all the blood shards are up here, the weapon upgrades in case you forgot. And then, yeah, massacre skills, leveling skills, all the best things. These are my favorite. Again, there might be better options. I just like using a lot of these. Like I use Magic Missile, Ray of Frost, Disintegrate, Teleport, just to, because when you're massacring, like you're kind of trying to chain mobs together. So like Barb, using Rend with Barb is really good because you're putting a dot on them and then you kind of charge or jump away. And then the mobs are dying in the background, keeping up your kill streak. So because there's got to be some travel time here, right? So they have to be able to like take damage in a way or hit them from range to keep up the bonus so you can go to the next pack. But that's going to be all for me today. Please like the video if you liked it. Follow me, twitch.tv/bloodshed. I'm going to be streaming there. Oh, the graphic will be on the website, and I'll try to put a link in the description if not, or you can just screenshot right here. All right, this is Blood. I'm out of here. Peace out, guys. Hey, have a good one.